Hello, and welcome to Coffee with Dari, a podcast for women in thought leadership in CEO, C suite positions who want to build their personal brand strategy. And if you're watching this on video, I am coming to you again from a different location, and that's because, quick life update, Drew and I have made it to Aruba where we'll be spending the next couple of months. We are on this digital nomad journey, and here is where we're calling home. We're very excited. Uh, but I digress. Today, I'm actually here to talk about how simple is scalable and how you can build a low maintenance personal brand strategy that helps you shine online. And if you've been following me for some time, you know that I thrive in simplicity. I wear black 99% of the time. I really try to find that path of least resistance for myself and for my clients because I find that when you try to take on too much at once, it usually backfires and you end up not really doing anything. And so we don't want to end up in that position. So today I'm going to talk about kind of I'm going to give you 5 tips on how you can simplify this online brand strategy process to make this seem a little lighter, a little easier, a little bit more digestible than being like you have to show up online every single day, all the time, because that's not what we're here to do, right? So, you actually don't need more time. You probably just need fewer moving parts to keep track. So, what we're going to about today is my 3-2-1 cadence, repurposing, and color by number assets, and having a light tech stack, boundaries, and then I'll give you some quick wins. So let's dive right in. We are starting with the 3-2-1 cadence. I don't believe that you need to post daily. I do think if you're trying to grow, then you do need to show up more often. But do I think that you need to show up every single day? Not really. And especially when I talk to women who are in the C suite or are thought leaders, our time is limited, right? You are dealing with so much. Again, you're not starting this to be a content creator. You're starting this to really build authority and help you move along, discover paths that you may not know you had, open doors that were not open to you before. So, really, the point of you being online is to reach the right people and not so much to reach the masses, although that is lovely. That's not the main focus. You are not trying to be an influencer per se, but you are trying to have influence. And so this 3-2-1 cadence is the first thing we're going to talk about. It really kind of maximizes the content that you are able to create. So, what is a 3-2-1 cadence? I believe in short insights, stories, and long post. That's the 3-2-1 cadence. Um, so let's start with 3 short insights. So here's where we kind of build towards where we can get to posting every day or very often. 3 short insights is literally a quick status. I'm gonna say a very generic one, but it's like me posting leaders don't wait for clarity, they create it. It's tidbits that come to your mind, something that can inspire people. They let people into kind of your thought process, your thought leadership, how you handle life situations, work. So those are the 3 short insights. These can be quick statuses. They're one-liners. They do not overcomplicate this. If something comes to your mind that you think would be useful for someone to know, that's one of your short insights. Mm. Then we have 2 stories. So by story, I don't mean this long, elaborate thing. It can be a quick, like 90-second video or reel about a lesson that you learn through a challenge at work or with your team. a leadership moment, and this can be presented in different ways. It could be, like I just mentioned, the video, or it could be maybe a carousel with multiple images. Um, so think about two stories you can tell to, again, about something that has happened to you or that you've been through. And then lastly, the one is one long post, and that is like a deep dive into one of the main pillars, and we'll talk about pillars in a little bit, but it's a deep dive. This is where you want to know more. Maybe that's if you're good on video, this is somewhere where you can dive into like 10-15 minute video. If you are good at writing, go ahead and write a very long post, write a blog post, um, however you need to get that out. So this structure can make you visible and authoritative without making content like another part-time job. So if you're struggling with what to post or the cadence that you should have, think about that 3-2-1 cadence, and that helps you fill up so much content. And this is a nice segue into the next portion, which I want to talk about, and it's to become a repurposing engine. So that one long story that you have, that can be broken down into so many snackable pieces. For example, this podcast is a great example because I will take this, I record this as a video. I'm recording on my phone also. So I will have two versions of the recording. But I can take this podcast, take this transcript, and create a blog post out of it. I can take each section of what I'm speaking about and elaborate on each one. So there's a lot of different ways to turn one long piece into lots of snackable pieces. You can even take that one long piece and set it against that 3-2-1 cadence and bring out three short insights, two stories from it, and there you go. That's your whole, that'll give you so much content. So think about what you can do to let one story do all that heavy lifting. Turn that one piece into a bunch of snackable pieces. So again, this podcast is a great example. A I will turn this into short snippets. I can turn this into a carousel where I walk through all these tactics to make your life simpler when it comes to creating a brand strategy for yourself. I can create even more reels out of each topic that we talk about. So there's a lot to unpack there. Number three is that color by number asset. And so color by number assets, I really just love using the color by number analogy because it's plug and play, right? So it's about creating reusable building blocks. So the first part of the color by number assets is pillar lists. And your pillars are like five topics. Maybe you can stretch it to seven, but your top 5 to 7 topics that guide what you post. These are the things you talk about all the time. And these are the 7 things that you will stick to. That should guide you, put the blinders on for you, and keep you focused on the 5 to 7 topics that you're going to talk about. Next is a story bank. So you personally, actually, I have a running list of, I have a notes in the notes app. I have a running list of lessons, anecdotes. When I have conversations with clients and something sticks out to me, I pop them in there. And so I have a bank of kind of quick ideas, and that goes into that three short insights. I can pull from that list to kind of plug into there, or I can elaborate on one of those pieces and create that long piece. So everything kind of works synergistically together in the system to give you ideas for content where you're not struggling to come up with something new every single time. And then the last one is the proof library. And I learned this from a coach, and it's twofold. In this proof library, you are going to have any screenshots or links to any press that you've done. Perhaps you've spoken at an event and you have a video of that or a snippet of that. We're going to put testimonials, quotes, um, Maybe you have boardroom notes even, wins, definitely any wins that you've had, and these are proof points that you can plug into posts to talk about how your thought process and how your leadership works. This is also really great for where you're kind of feeling down. Everyone has their moments where you have, like, that imposter syndrome and you doubt yourself a little bit, and I just open up my proof library and I'm like, "No, you know what you're doing, okay? Remember who you are." So, um, if you have these assets, these are things that you can always refer back to, and reference in content. So that is a great resource to have for yourself. Okay, moving on to the next part of simplifying this whole system for you is the light tech stack. And I don't want you to be afraid of the light tech stack. It's really super simple. Some people think you have to have all these elaborate tools to make this easier. You don't. Capture your ideas in the Notes app on your phone. If you want to get a little fancier, you can go Google or even Notion. Notion is a great tool to use to kind of organize thoughts and get this machine really working, this system really going on how to create content for yourself and have a more simple presence. Um, so capture your ideas in the Notes, Google app, Notion board, and then you can use a scheduler. Like there's so many later, Hootsuite, Buffer, Agorapulse. I could keep going, but I won't. Each network also has tools that you can use natively to schedule your posts out, so that that way you set it and forget it. Right? You sit down one time, take an hour, and schedule everything out, and then you don't have to think about it anymore. And that creates so much simplicity when you front load the work. The last thing is that, once you I know as someone in leadership, delegating is key, but I don't want you to loop anyone in until you have a consistent rhythm and clarity so that you are delegating the right things and not wasting time or sacrificing the fact that you might not sound like you, is this something you don't wanna talk about? So, I want you to get help when the time is right to get help. So just to recap that, do not overcomplicate things. Capture all your ideas in one place. Evernote, Google Drive, Notes app, whatever that is for you. Drop them into your Google Drive, look at them every month, once a month, and use that LinkedIn scheduler or that Instagram scheduler, or get something like Later to help you, organize yourself and get that to a place where you like. The last thing I'm going to talk about is boundaries. Why? Why boundaries? Well, there's always something happening on social media and online. So it's very easy to say, I hear all the kids are talking about TikTok, or I heard that Substack is the place to be. Oh, Instagram reels are really popping off. We don't want to do any of that. We want to keep the blinders on. Okay, so that boundary is to give yourself permission to not chase every new platform. That is giving yourself permission to just live and absorb one platform. And once you get really good at that one, then you can move on to the next one. So pick the one that makes sense for you. If you like to write, look at Substack. If you, or LinkedIn, if you like creating videos, Instagram, TikTok, those are right for you. But make sure that you are choosing a platform that is manageable for you. The next thing is I want you to create a posting minimum standard. That's because, like I mentioned earlier, staying consistent, building authority is not just about you can't post once and then disappear for 3 months. So, what does that look like to you? Is that once a month? Don't do once a month. I want you to actually show up once a week. Once a week can keep you visible. I definitely always tell my clients to post at least 3 times a week, but if we are not there, that is okay. I'd rather you show up consistently once a week than say, "I'm gonna show up 3 times a week," and then get overwhelmed by that, and then not show up, and then end up exactly where you started, which is nowhere, and that does not help you, right? So, set a minimum standard for yourself and stick to that. And lastly is to protect your energy, and I say this because it is so easy to get caught up in the comparison game. When Sarah posts, she gets all these likes, she gets all these shares. I don't get that much. Don't do that. The only competition you have is yourself. And the way that we measure success is going to be against the goals that you set. So think about what it is that you want out of this. You're not necessarily trying to be an influencer. So again, followers doesn't even matter. Unless you are trying to be an influencer, which is a different story. That's fine, but we operate a little differently. But mostly for women in leadership, it's more about reaching the right people, getting the right visibility to get you in the correct rooms. So think about who you're trying to reach. Is it someone who's on a board that you want to be a part of? Is it conference organizers in a conference that you want to speak at? What is it that you want? And that's what we are going to measure up against, not just vanity numbers. I could buy 1 million followers tonight if I wanted to. Uh, social media doesn't work the same way anymore. So the metrics that we look at are going to change. So protect your energy, block scrolling time, and don't go crazy looking at other people's stuff because everyone is so different. What works for one person is not going to work for the next. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with some homework, some quick wins, and here they are. I want you to create a 10-story bank. So I want you to jot down moments of impact, leadership lessons, times you help someone shift perspectives, times when you shifted your own perspective. Those are excellent stories. So I want you to create a 10-story bank. I want you to pick 3 formats that work for you. If 3 is too much, just pick one. If you are good at writing, let's just write. But if you want to create videos and write, then those are for you. But just pick at least 3 repeatable formats that you feel comfortable doing over and over. And lastly is to carve out 30 to 60 minutes every week for a batching block. And we're going to sit down and batch content for that 30 to 60 minutes and get yourself ready for the upcoming week or several weeks. If you create one long piece of content, for example, I'm going to go back to this podcast, it's about 20 minutes. It takes me 20 minutes to film. It takes me a little longer to put all the content together, obviously, in my notes. But then I can take it, create the videos, batch all the content that I need to promote this podcast. And there you go. Then I'm done for the week, right? So I want you to create the same, right? After you're done with that homework, yeah, that should get you started. And I hope that that all breaks down and helps this process it actually doesn't have to be super complicated. And you can walk away with a simple strategy on how to break all these things down. But if you do want my eyes on your brand strategy and a sort of low lift color by numbers plan that fits your schedule, you can contact me. I do have VIP strategy sessions available, and that's where we can design your brand rhythm so you can show up with clarity and ease. And that's what this is all about. Showing up is going to open up doors and opportunities for you that you did not have before. So it's really important to me to get you to a place where you feel comfortable doing that. And until then, I will see you next time on Coffee with Dari, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.